Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing with some products that I am continuing to test. I have a couple of new products to test from Starr and Honest Beauty. I am super excited. If you want to see me put this face together, then just stay with me. We are starting with the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and prime with my Juvias Place I Am Magic Concealer. I'm finding that the shade is a little too light for under my eyes, but it works great as an eyeshadow primer. My under eyes are a bit shiny because I have argan oil under my eyes to moisturize. I started using a retinol cream and I find that my under eyes are looking so dry. So we may have to deal with the shininess. We are going to frame out the eyes with the Alter Ego Sahara palette. I've talked about the Goddess palette before. I love it. I have two palettes from Alter Ego. They have dupes of higher end shadows, and I believe this is a dupe for the Natasha Denona. Maybe it's the Biba. I'll make sure I post it, but it's got some beautiful warm neutral colors. It reminds me of my Nabla side by side as well. You've got some cool tones, you've got some warm tones. I'm going to go in with this Savannah shade. It's kind of a peach. This is going to be the shadow to set up a new glitter shadow that I picked up from Starr. So I'm excited. I'm going to go in with my Profusion ES2. I do love this palette. I've used it many times for a simple, natural, neutral look. You can also go warmer, you can also go cooler. It really is a lot of options, just not super bright, colorful options. So neutral warm, neutral cool, but quality shadows. I've heard that their brushes are very good. I have not tried them yet, and I do know that they have a new palette out that is a dupe for a Pat McGrath, the Divine Rose palette. I am very tempted because I'm just not a huge pink shadow person. So why would I spend $125 on Pat McGrath when I can spend probably less than 20 on Alter Ego and get it is not the same formula, but it is very good. So there we have a base going on, a structure to the eye. Let's deepen that outer corner with my Profusion ES6, and I'm going into this Fox shade. I would call it a sort of a bricky brown. We're going to use that shade to stamp into the outer corner. Comment below if you have tried Alter Ego and what you think of their brushes if you've tried them. Okay, I'm going to go back into that Savannah just to help blend that outer corner with a small Luxie brush, just to make sure we've got a good blend going on here. I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and go into that Sands and just brighten that top and help blend those edges. It's a nice light wash of cream. Throw a little on that bottom lash line. I'm going to use that Savannah again. and deepen with that box. Just on that outer third. I woke up with a scratch on my face today. I don't know if I was attacked by a cat while I was sleeping or what happened. Okay, so this palette does have some nice shimmer shades in it, but today we are going to play with a new glitter shadow that I picked up. The One Size from Starr Eye Popper Sparkle Vision Eyeshadow. Pretty packaging, and I believe it is a peachy gold shade. I actually picked this up in my Boxycharm add-ons, but I believe that you can also pick it up from Sephora. But you all know how much I love Boxycharm for things like this that I might not want to splurge on. I like that. I think it is a little more delicate than I was thinking it was going to be. I think that is pretty. I think we need to fix that crease a little bit. There's nothing on my brush. I'm just making sure that the glitter didn't go too high. I am back and we are going in with primer. This is the other new product that I picked up from the One Size brand. It is called Secure the Blur from Starr, and it is an ultra blurring pore refining primer with niacinamide that mattifies and evens out skin's texture as it grips makeup for flawless application. Apply before makeup. Well, it immediately took the shine away. I'll have to update you in the description box and let you know how it wears. But it feels fabulous, and you get, looks like a decent amount. You get a little over 1 ounce, which is nice. We're gonna let that set. Let's jump in with a little bit of liner on the eyes. If you saw my Essence video, this Extreme Lasting Black Liner from Essence is fabulous. It is a sharpened pencil, and it goes on so easily. We should not be tugging on our eyes or pulling on our eyes. And I do find that it does not smear and it does last. So I'm going to throw a little on the upper waterline and go a little bit above here. You could even smudge it before it sets if you wanted that more blurred look. Looks like I'm going all the way across, getting a little liner happy. Go a little bit on the bottom. I think I am going to go into that waterline on the bottom. I mean, you see how smoothly that goes on. Let's go ahead and jump into some L'Oreal 24-Hour Freshwear Foundation. It's very lightweight, which is my preference right now. And I'm just going to use my hands to put this on, because I didn't dampen a beauty blender and my brush needs cleaned. It's got a little bit of a scent, but it's not overwhelming. But I'm telling you, this is one of the best drugstore foundations out there as far as long wear, lightweight feel. I try a lot of new makeup and it's just easy to go back to this. I have a new product to try out. This is the Bare Minerals Powder Concealer. I have it in a lighter shade and I enjoyed it so much. It's very brightening under the eyes, so I picked up a deeper shade. This one is called Summer Bisque, and I'm going to use this under my eyes. It's not as bright as the other one, but it's still workable for the under eyes. And then I'm going to show you how you can cover up some problem areas with it as well. So it comes off like, it's really a different texture because it's a powder that blends like a cream and then dries back down to a powder. So I like it because it doesn't need to be set. And it doesn't seem to be accentuating my dry under eyes that I am struggling with right now. So it's basically my skin tone, which is perfectly fine because I just want to even out that darkness. And then this spot here, it just blends away. The complexion looks good. Let's go ahead and set it. If you saw my Shopmissa video, I picked up this powder from AOA Studio. It was $1, and as a light setting powder, it does a good job. It doesn't seem to dry me out or make me oily. I was thinking about picking up some more products from Shopmissa or doing a redo of the products that I have. Comment below if you'd like to see that. Shopmissa is products that are, I believe they're all made in the USA, and they're all $1, $1.55. They're very inexpensive, and I've had some hits and misses from orders from them, but I could show you the hits. Let me know. Let's do something about these crazy eyebrows. We're going in with the NYX Brow Glue that I've been enjoying. This is the only thing from the drugstore I've ever had that gives my Benefit 24-hour brow setter a run for its money. I wouldn't say it's a dupe, but it performs pretty darn close and for a lot less money. So if you have untamable brows, I would recommend this product. I like mine to be up, and then I'll use the wand to sort of press them in place, and then I'll go in with a brow pencil. It definitely tames those brows. And we will continue on with the face. I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer. As you can see, well loved. This was a mini that I got as a gift from Ulta. I also have the Hoola Caramel. Benefit has some beautiful bronzers. I've heard this one called Mistake Proof, that you really cannot mess this up, and it really is a very nice bronzer. I'm not sure I love the cardboard packaging. As you'll see, the highlight that I'm going to use is also from Benefit. The regular sized bronzer is sort of deeper in the box. Here is my Benefit Cookie Highlighter. If you look inside, it's kind of deep in that box, and that's the way they come, so I find that a little bit awkward, but this is one of my favorite highlighters that I own. This is one of my favorite bronzers that I own, so I will deal with it. So let's go ahead and put our highlighter on. This is, again, the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. It is a very intense highlighter, but it is definitely beautiful. I would call it an icy, champagne-y sort of pink. Wow. I have not used it with this brush in a while, and it is, I am shining to the heavens, but our blush is going to tone this down. Benefit does have a new product out right now. It is a palette, a face palette that contains the Cookie Highlighter, the Hoola bronzer, and I believe it's the Georgia blush, that if you're interested in that, I would recommend it. I don't need it because I have 2 of the 3 products and I love them, but I did want to point that out to you. So let's throw some blush on, and I'm going to use my Tower 28 because I love it, and it is in the shade Power Hour. I have 2 shades of this blush. Ooh, that I love. Just blending it out. She's a little heavy-handed today, ladies and gents, but we can fix it. It is beautiful. It is too heavy on my face, but it is beautiful. You can take a makeup sponge. This one has an edge to it, which I like. I believe this one is from Luxie. And you can always clean up that area. A contouring trick. The trick is to find a sponge with a flat edge. It just gives you much more control. Make sure your lines are straight, and then we'll let that bake for a second. I actually am going to be doing a baking video soon to show you how to really control the oils if you have problems with too much shine in your T-zone. So now our brows are ready to continue. I am continuing to love this Essence Brow Pencil. Super pigmented. My only complaint is that there's no spoolie. You have to use your own spoolie. Most of us have one somewhere. And a brush. But it is very pigmented. Let's try not to look like a clown today, Jennifer. I think that looks good. The other thing that I picked up was a lip pencil, and this is the Demi Matte Lip Pencil in Marsala. Now I have the liquid lip in BFF and I love it, but I figured I would try this new one and we'll see. If it's not color stay, it's not going to be big for me. I do like my lipsticks to last, but we will give it a shot. Here is the Essence lip liner in the shade Because Duh, and I like it a lot. It is a nice mauvey brown. There is that Because Duh from Essence. I have to say it like that. And then let's go ahead and throw this crayon on, which is a screw up. It is not a sharpen situation. Well, first plus, it smells delicious like the cream blush. Yes, 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 I like that. Very sweet, like you want to eat it. It went on like a lip, like a lip balm, but it is supposed to be demi matte, which I believe would tell us that it would last a little bit longer. But the shade is beautiful. It is a nice brownie mauve. This is about as pink as I like to go, but so far so good. We're gonna let it set while we do our mascara, and then I'm gonna do a little kiss test and see if it's all over the place or if it sets down a minute. But you don't want to blot immediately after lipstick. You want to give it a few minutes to set on the face. I do want to fix my eyeshadow underneath my eyes a little bit because we have that concealer on, and because I put the black underneath, it'll look nicer if we add a little bit more. So I'm going to go back in with that Savannah shade. And let's throw on the Essence Lash Princess. It's been a long time since I used it. Recently did an Essence video and was reminded how much I enjoy it. I am still a little afraid to put it on my bottom lashes because I had a bad experience a couple years ago where it ran. We're going to be wild and throw this on the top and then throw a little tubing mascara on the bottom, which is my little secret. You can use just about any mascara on the top, most people. But if you have smudging or smearing issues, use a tubing or waterproof mascara on the bottom. Tubing mascaras just come off with warm water. I like the MAC Giga Black. I like the Hourglass. Comment below if you have a good tubing mascara. But this Lash Princess is fabulous. we're gonna stop there. And let's throw some of the MAC Giga Black on the bottom lash line. Tried and true. This one's on its last leg. I already have a backup. Just needs to be opened. Love the small wand for underneath the eye. I believe you can buy it in store as well at Ulta. You should be able to. I'm still in Corona mode and thinking I didn't know what to do with myself in Sephora yesterday, walking around. I've been shopping online for so long. Let's go ahead and dust off that bake. You see how that looks a little smoother now? It gives you a little more of a chiseled sort of look. Maybe a little inner corner highlight with my cookie highlight. I hit pan on this, I just realized. It is a loved, I don't think I've ever hit pan. No, that's not true. My Wet n Wild highlighter, I hit pan. Yes. The last new item that I picked up was from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Again, came highly recommended. I probably have 6 setting sprays on my makeup table. I always feel like the best is the Urban Decay, but I'm hearing that this one's better. So I'm gonna shake it up, I'm gonna give it a little spritz, and we're gonna see how this does. It's got a slight fragrance, but nothing crazy. I do really like the complexion. I like the glitter. See, what did I try that was new? The Patrick Starr Eye Glitter and the primer seem to be working really well. Everything else I have been building. I have to have another favorites coming up because I know that this is going to be in it. Oh, the lipstick. Let's see. Did it set? How is it going to wear? Came off a little bit, but it feels very, very not sticky. It feels like there's nothing on my lips, which I like, so yeah, I think this is going to be pretty long wearing, which is really nice. I think it's 100 degrees in this room. I'm starting to sparkle. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new here, subscribe before you leave. Leave a comment letting me know you were here, and have a wonderful day.